Good evening, gamers. Please God, I don't know what's going on with my the morning congestion. Oh look, YouTube set a goal for me. Thank you. Don't worry, it won't be reached. Oh Lord. Well, hopefully notifications finally go out. Because they haven't been. For VOD gamers, we're just kind of chilling. Just gotta get my dailies done, and then, I don't know, we'll see where we go from there. Just thought it's been a while since we ended up doing an actual Trove stream. Oh Lord. Seems like we got double star bar this week too, by the way. Oh look, Bowser the Sky Whale pack. Right, I don't think I even technically need that mana anymore. Oh dear Lord. Do these guys actually count as full elites, by the way? No, they do not, because they don't drop the Gear Crafter boxes. Or are they? No. So they're just there to trick me. Dude, what is this? What has happened to YouTube as a platform? Where my notif squad at, yo? I don't know how it gets so much worse every year, dude. Ah, look. We can see inside our Christmas presents. Grab a screenshot of that just because it's kind of cool. Hey, Magic. Good Lord, it took so long for someone to actually get a notification. My God. And yes, I think YouTube is trying to get that casual audience with the goals. Dude, these stupid snowmen are tricking me. I'm not trying to kill them, I'm trying to find elites. How do you get tentacles of Q? Oh, the twitching tentacles, you mean? I think they're just rare drops from... Is it from elite mobs or is it from invaders? They're a drop either way. Oh dear Lord, one sec. Handy mute button. Gah. Oh my God. These stupid snowmen, dude. Also there's some tomes from the Shadow Market. Wait, really? Like they added some new tomes? Hold on. Actually, are twitching tentacles, are they from drops or are they from loot collecting higher tiered gear? Sorry, it's been a few years since someone like asked that specific question. I just know that I'm like steadily getting them. But okay, let's see what you're talking about with this tome thing. Oh, sorry, you're talking about not a new tome, you're talking about a tome to get some tentacles. Right. Yeah, you can get the tentacle tracked right here. That's true. I think that's actually the biggest way that you can get it, because this is a repeat tome. I guess you don't get it from gear. No, you get the eyes from gear. Right, I mixed them up. Yeah, I know for sure you get them from invaders, because I know when people host invasion farms, usually you'll get a bunch of them. But otherwise, it's probably the best way to get it is from the tome. Because otherwise it's very random, as far as I recall. I think you just randomly get them outside of tome. Yeah, that's what I think too, Plu. But I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if I ever tracked down like how you specifically get them, because I think it's just random, or it's tied to the invaders. What is going on with this world? Is this just a lot of bots, or is there actually just that many players here? Yeah, the tome is definitely the best way to do it, because then you're just passively getting it for completing dungeons. Which I forgot I was using that tome because they accidentally deleted all of my tentacles. Well, accidentally. They didn't put in 2 seconds of research to realize, wait a minute, this guy didn't dupe his tentacles. He's just been playing this game for 10 years. Never got them back. Oh, dear Lord. I'm getting sick of this winter biome everywhere, by the way. Oh, there we go. Apparently there was a 3-star there? Wait, is this the dungeon? Surely not. Wait. Dude. Wait a second. Is this invulnerable, like, snow on top? Hold on. That's so bad. No, it's not. Wait, what? Oh, a tree dungeon generated up here. Okay, that's bad. Jeez. I didn't know you couldn't blast through those, but to be fair, it's not like you ever come at them from the bottom, so. A tutorial for maxing out Geode Mastery? I'll write that down, but I do gotta put in a little bit more research, because I don't know if there's an easy way of doing that. It's basically just doing the caves. If I'm being honest, there is this little trick that you can do because of the amount of allies, or what the hell are they called? You know, the stupid cave pets? How they give you, like, Geode Mastery? There's a little secret trick that you can do, but it's very, very expensive, like, for your real-life wallet. Because there's a pack on the website that gives you like a bunch of items like metamatter and whatever else, as well as a golden companion egg. And even if you buy it in game, it disappears, but you can keep buying it over and over on the website. I remember that's what I did for mine, because it was way more cost effective, like time wise, for me to just buy the golden eggs. Because yes, the geode caves are gross. Exactly. There's an item which is legendary. You can only complete it once a week and you get more tentacles on the go. Yeah, which one is that? I know I don't have it favorited. Oh. Oh, flooring. Who cares? Right. The ropey readings obtained with the shadowy market. Oh, so this was shadowy market as well. Interesting. Gives 20. Wow. I kind of got to reevaluate because there's a lot of these tomes that I should probably be doing throughout my week, and then certain ones that I just shouldn't even bother with. Oh, there is a meta matter one. I can add that to my list. Just in case. Cosmic dust. 5K, not even worth it. Which one is this? Oh. Electrolyte, no wonder I never bothered with it. I did finally get, where is it? This stupid tome, the Downfeather Dissertation, which is the oil. I don't even know what to do with it yet. It's some weird, stupid endgame thing that is, like, irrelevant. Hey, Croc. You could always buy tentacles off the market, true. But then there's the risk of, oh, you bought too many, now they'll get deleted or you'll get banned. You never know with the Trove market anymore. You know what? Let's do this dungeon legit. It's been a few years since I did this one. And I like it. Die, Invader. Did he give me a tentacle? Yeah, he did. Okay, so those are like the enemies that normally drop it outside of the tome. Look out for the lava, bro. Whoa. I dodged it all because I'm that good at this video game. No, another snow biome. Great. Wonderful. I love that all the biomes are covered in white with no shading whatsoever, or that all of them count as elites, so I can't find any natural, like, actual elites anymore. You know what? Let's do this dungeon too. So many of these dungeons have been in the game for like so freaking long, dude. Hello? How did I get in there? Excuse me. God, this game. Hey, Bagel. What up? Yeah, as usual, guys, just a reminder. Multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Which Twitch usually is pretty good for sending out those notifications, but I guess they're not doing that today either. Or everyone's just busy with holiday stuff and I'm taking it for granted. By the way, your video on the Trovesaurus items was so useful. I only knew about the 1 year raptor. Nice. Yeah, I did do videos on all of them, like, over the years, but yeah, they're not really, like, in your face about it. It's funny, because I personally think that they should have, like, wouldn't it be so much better if they had ads like that on the welcome screen? Like, they should point to the unofficial wiki and stuff. Well, maybe not the wiki, because that doesn't really exist anymore. It's not upkept. But I think that they should give some advertising to the Trovesaurus site and stuff. No, I don't want present dungeons. I already got all my presents, okay? What'd you guys get for presents? I got a PS5 Pro. Just kidding. I'm an adult, so I didn't get anything. I mean, we got some baby clothes, so that's nice. Oh, right. And then our my parents gave us a new non-stick pan. I know it sounds lame, but genuinely, we were really happy about it because our other pan was slowly becoming not non-stick. Oh, adult life. So boring. Says the grown man playing a video game. I got chicken feet socks. Oh, out of your 3D printer, Croc? I didn't know you could do clothing articles. Oh, those are gonna be more of those stupid snowmen. Yeah, I don't want to kill them. Well, I do, but they don't drop anything worthwhile. No, no, I'm kidding. Of course you can't 3D print clothes. Yeah, I don't know if, like, are the holidays just different now for, like, everybody? Because I don't know if it's got to do with, like, it might just be, like, a getting older thing, but genuinely, it's like, it doesn't have, like, the same oomph that it used to, you know? Now it's just, oh, I don't want you to buy me a gift, because that's just you spending money on something I'll never use. And vice versa. I guess that's how you tell you're an adult, is when you start getting presents that are just like useful items rather than like something fun. Because I don't know, I just remember growing up, it was like this big, you know, I mean, I guess we had a big family, but still, it was always like exciting. Maybe that's the downside of, maybe it's not got anything to do with growing up. Maybe it's just got to do with like technology and everything advancing as fast as it is. Like everything is so readily available that it's like, what's Christmas? Just another day to shop. Because everyone just is, you know, consume, buy things all the time. Mainly, it's Christmas? We just put away decorations. Yeah, we still got our tree up. We gotta put it away at 1.2. I'm hoping that the magic of like these various holidays and just life in general is something that I can vicariously live through my son. I think then it'll become more exciting again. Because otherwise for me right now, it's just like, I don't know. Adult living is just like so much planning for the future and everything that it's just like, okay, it's just another day. Like, I think a lot of it, actually, you know what? I wonder if a lot of it also had to do with, like, products also aren't really released around Christmas anymore, you know? Like back in the day, a new console would release around the holidays, like the Switch 2 would be around the holidays, right? But now not anymore. It's just kind of everything just has its own timeline. I don't know. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. Not really into Christmas these days either. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't have that same shabam, you know? And I'm not saying to anyone, like, whether you celebrate it or not. I'm just talking about, like, the holiday energy in general, you know? Wait, what, Erden? Did you see I made a short video on the Discord about the buoyancy potion at the underground mysticism bench? No, I didn't see that. Did you at me? If I'm being frank, I didn't check anything on Discord today. I just kind of had breakfast and I slept in because I was up late last night. But yeah, I'll try and check it out later. holiday spirit just isn't really there anymore. Maybe it's just a result of growing older or something. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I assume. Probably, right? Whoop. My inventory full? Yes, it is. I think it's also just like kind of the state of the world right now, you know? Like, we won't get into it, but there's like so much crap going on all the time. Hey Requiem. Trying to get back into Trove. How do I get high level gear without quests? Wait, what? Without quests. Quests don't give you high level gear. They never have. If you're talking about just grinding gear, then you're gonna have to get it out of the gear crafting. That's gonna be your best bet. Which, in most cases, just go to U6 or Forbidden Spires, aka, what is it? 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, D9. Difficulty 9, because they renamed them for no reason. Because you'll get gear crafter boxes out of that. You'll have to open a certain amount of those in order to get the amount of resources you need to max out your gear crafting. And then once you get your gear crafting maxed out and get to a certain PR level on the character that you open the boxes with, where are my boxes? These. So it takes your gear crafting level and your power rank on the class that you're on into account, and then it'll end up dropping higher and higher tiered gear accordingly. Oh, let me see, Erden. Like, so did you at me in the Discord or in the DMs? Because DMs are a little bit stupider. You could always just throw it in again or throw it in my DMs or something. Because yeah, I don't see it, if I'm being honest. I see Spooky linked some video talking about people cheating in Trove, so that's fun. I'm scrolling up to the 25th, but it's a lot of Path of Exile spam. Yeah, I don't see it, man, unless you posted it in a specific spot. Oh, hey, Mystery. How's the family trip going? It's basically a potion effect from the depths, so you can craft the actual potion at the mysticism bench. It allows you to fall in water like you would be on the ground. Oh. That seems like a lot of unnecessary steps, if I'm being honest. I guess that would be really good for the super deep delve, though, if I had a group to do that with. Kind of handy. Family time's going great. We're going to the mall soon. Nice. Go buy stuff. That's what this season is all about. Stop with the snowmen. They're always here tricking me, bro. I don't want the snowmen. Yeah, side note, I'll see whether or not I end up doing a stream on New Year's Day. I might be busy spending the time with the wife. We'll see. Where'd you post it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, I'll check that out later. Thanks, Erden. This biome is too bright. It hurts my eyes. Hey, Aziz. Been a while, man. How you been? Buying a bunch of Steam games since they're way cheaper here. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's also the Steam Summer or Steam Winter sale going on. There's a couple indie games that I want, but at the same time, I can't really justify buying them. And if I'm being frank, I don't know if I can justify buying games off of Steam anymore because the Canadian exchange is like awful. The exchange rate is not accurate and it's really, really bad. I talked about this in the yesterday's Path of Exile stream that I'll make public today, but in order to do that pack review on Trove, you know, with that new Snowfest pack, I always just buy $100 worth of credits whenever I need credits, just because it's more cost effective in the long run. And I know I'm going to keep playing the game and there's going to be more things added, blah, blah, blah. I'm justifying it to myself. $100 credit pack cost me 150 Canadian simoleons. That is not how the exchange rate works, game ago. So, yeah. That had me pretty frustrated and almost considered buying off of a gold site just so that I would get proper exchange rates. Not really. Joking, but still. There may be a point in time where I have to just slow down with the Trove purchases. Like, don't get me wrong, our Canadian currency is terrible because our politicians should be sent to an island. I'll just say that. Actually brain dead idiots. Thank you for ruining our economy and making things more expensive. Like there's a game on Steam that my buddy is like, bro, you can buy this game for like $8 and it's like 17 for me. It's like, no. Like, God, our money sucks. This is the worst it's been in so long, man. Please, please, economy. Fix it. Feels like, what, is it Australia that has the terrible inflation as well? Hey, because gaming is only working in the US for some reason. Ask them to change my store to Canadian 6 different times. No, they always only had US currency. They never had other currencies, I don't think, anyways. And Canadian, you know, is basically just baby America. But yeah, it's really bad. It really is. The exchange rate is awful. And it's game ago. They're greedy. They're not gonna change the exchange rate. They would end up losing like $50. Steam is at least a little better, but guess why I use key sites? Yep, Trine Worlds had it as American currency only. Like that's the thing. That's why Trove has always actually been very, very expensive for you know, countries with lower end currency exchange. Later, mystery. Glad I'm not Canadian. Yes, our money sucks. And our wages aren't going up. But, I mean, I'm also working at YouTube. You know what I love about YouTube, by the way? just another little nitpick here. I love how I get paid in Canadian rather than American. So, yeah, they're ripping me off too. Which doesn't make any sense since most of my views are from America, but okay. Cool. That makes sense. Thank you. The YouTube channel's just got to take off again, man. Like, God, it's getting so... Oof. Am I a one-hit wonder, you guys? Is this it? I'm not gonna stop, but... Anyways, speaking of Steam, no Steam replay this year. Oh, Steam replay video? What do you mean Steam replay video? Do you mean my game of the year video? Because I do already have that. I put that up already. Unless you mean the more recent like Steam Game Award thing, which isn't even like the player. It's funny. They have the Steam Awards on right now, and it's not the one that we voted for, right? It's literally just the most popular games based on sales. Which I was really surprised to see Space Marine up there. So that's cool. I hope that they can actually start putting that money into the game and faster development instead of the live service garbage that game is right now. I love Space Marine, but so help me, Path of Exile has way more content. I've gone over the amount of time, like Space Marine, I think I got to 130 hours, which is pretty good considering how like repeatable, repetitious that game is. But I never bothered with like the harder difficulties and stuff because it's not harder difficulty. It's literally just, oh, this is annoying. I'm getting stun locked. Oh, the Steam Rewind where it tells me the games that I played for the year. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I would love to do a video on that just for funsies. But I think we get that at the end of the year, right? Because I haven't gotten mine yet, at least near as I can tell. Because yeah, I always like doing videos like that. I always find it to be a lot of fun. It is already live? Wait a minute. Hold on. Did it just go live today? To be fair, I didn't even open and check my Steam. Like, I see the best of 2024 for Steam, but that's just based off of Steam sales. That's not like your personal... Where do you see that? It's been there for like a few weeks. Where the hell is it then? Why didn't it notify me? Okay, the Steam Awards for 2024 are still going on. Which I already did all my votes anyways. Get out of here. What is that called? So that I could just look it up on the browser because I hate trying to browse things through Steam because for some reason you can't, like, you know. Yeah, all I see is their ads about like the top sellers. Steam Replay? Is that what it's called? Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see. Nope, Steam Replay is the video player. That's not... I don't know what it's called, guys. Because it's not showing it for me. Yeah, I was wondering, because I always like looking at those statistics and seeing like the whole end of the year thing. Hey, Dan's. But it's not called Steam Replay because if I Google Steam Replay, that's just like the actual recording software thing. Use a VPN to make prices cheaper. I don't think that works on Steam, though, as far as I know. Yeah, I don't see it on any of these pages. Steam year in review. Let me see. So I see Your Steam replay is here. Oh, Steam Year in Review has now been renamed to Steam Replay. Okay. So that is it. It's not the video player. I see. All right, let me sorry, we're doing tech support here. I just want to see if this is it, and then yeah, I'll make a video on that. I didn't even know that this was on right now because I didn't get advertised to me at all. But I guess they changed the name and then also buried it for some reason. Yeah, there we go. Games played 105. Okay, yeah, I'll do a video on that later. Thanks for letting me know about that, Aziz. I always love seeing that just because the statistics are always fun to me, but I didn't know that that was even a thing. Thank you, Steam. So dumb. I'll probably end up recording that afterwards. I mean, we could do it live right now just for funsies, but I think it's funner if I just do it as a video. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll do it later. Any tips for returning players? I do actually have a bunch of videos dedicated to returning players, but it really depends. When did you stop playing? 2022? Okay, so lots of the classes have had reworks, so most of them are viable. Gunslinger kind of sucks. It's still viable. More so than a Witch, Endgame, and Path of Exile. Main biggest thing that I would say would probably affect you is the new gear crafting, because it's a lot easier to get like high tiered crystal gear and so on and so forth. So I would recommend those videos. Hey Hydra. It's harder for me actually. I don't know why. To get gear? No. Like, so if you don't already know about it, basically when you're killing elite mobs and stuff, this is why Forbidden Spires, aka D9, is the best biome in the game, because you'll get these gear crafter vaults, right? And you'll have to open a certain amount of these. Stop! You'll have to open a certain amount of those just to end up getting the gear resource, because you have to, at the very least, get the profession maxed out. And once you get the profession maxed out, depending on the power rank of the class that you use to open these boxes, it'll end up giving you higher and higher tiers of gear. It can be very like time consuming and costly for sure, but it's way better than just trying to randomly grind for gear. That's the main thing, because it's most of all just lots of time spent, but none of it's time gated, which is what I appreciate. Can these snowmen get a life? I want to blast them with a heater. They're all in the way. Hey, Jamie. Oh my God. See, they keep luring me. I keep thinking there's elites nearby. Meh. Bad. Yeah, okay. So I'll try and do the Steam Award or Steam Replay or whatever. I'll record it today. I'll try to get that video out tomorrow. Because otherwise for today, if I'm being honest, I want to play Trove for probably an hour or two. And then I want to grind some PoE on stream. It's just gonna be a day of streaming, basically. Will you ever do a Terraria stream? I've already got plenty of Terraria series on the channel. Kyora. Kyora. It's the Core Keeper developers making their own Terraria game. I will play that game like probably a lot more than Terraria. If I'm being honest, Terraria just never really clicked with me like it does for some people. I loved creating content on Terraria, but I didn't really play the game much like off camera. but Kyora looks insanely cool. And I really like the design philosophy of the Core Keeper devs. Like there will probably be some RPG elements like leveling up and stuff like that. So I did try modded Terraria, but again, I already have a hard enough time getting into the base game. And modded Terraria to me just felt like an unbalanced mess, if I'm being honest. It expects you to know like the ins and outs of like the game. I don't know. It's not like it's a bad game by any means. It's phenomenal. It's just, for whatever reason, it just never clicked with me. It's kind of one of those, I guess it's one of those games like Minecraft, where once I've beat it, I kind of just move on. Never really felt the need to like continue playing it or go through it again, because I've already gone through that game like 15 times. Oh my god, stupid snow biome, bro. Finally hit 35k. Nice. Just made the Cosmic Dragon. Got T3 node unlocked in gear crafting yesterday. Class guides got me up again. Thank you so much. Nice. Glad to help. Awesome, dude. What is your coolest class? You're looking at him. He's my Shadowhunter's my favorite. Shadowhunter was my favorite before he was reworked. So that's how you know I'm a dedicated freak. It's funny, I don't normally like a bow character in games. Like in Diablo 3 back in the day, I always refused to be a demon hunter main, even though it was the strongest class. But like with Path of Exile, I'll eventually get to using all of the classes. Ranger looks pretty dope. The Mercenary is the Shadowhunter. You literally get like a rapid fire machine gun. But I've been really enjoying the Warrior lately, just because it's Candy Barb plus Revenant, both combine into one gargantuan monstrosity. How are you shooting through walls? Shadowhunter just shoots through walls. He shoots through walls ever since his rework, like a couple years ago. Without the class gem, you will actually shoot through enemies as well. But as soon as you get the class gem, it stops at an enemy, which I feel is a little bit annoying, because if the Shadowhunter would still shoot through all of the enemies, then he would actually be a lot more viable for endgame like Longshade. Because the problem is his time to kill with large groups, not very good. Hey, Aguar. I mean, you can always join the farm. Yeah, I mean, I'm just grinding and chilling. You guys are always more than welcome to join me. Am I appearing online, actually? Oh, yeah, I was. I'm not in D&D or anything. Also, yes, Warrior. W-O-Y-E-R. Warrior was, Val told me about that one. Apparently Asmongold, like, mispronounced it once, like, just by accident. He said Warrior. And then the whole chat just started making fun of him. And I just thought, Warrior sounds so stupid. I love it. But yeah, also, hi Magic. And hi anyone else who might be lurking. Who should I play? Ice Sage and Neon Ninja? I am still trying to figure out who to play. Out of those two classes, they're both wildly different, so it really depends on the gameplay style that you want. I'd say Neon Ninja if you're trying to do speed farming and stuff, but if you really want to do like deep delves and whatever, Ice Sage. What was that? Why did it play like a Christmas sound? That was weird. Modded YouTube? There's such a thing. Is there someone that can invite my bro to Team Pixel? Yeah, I can do that. Just give me the username. Hey, Flo. This game still exists? Yeah, for now. The big things that would have changed probably since you played was class reworks to every character. The new endgame stuff, which is pretty disgusting. Crystal 5. Mystic gear? Let's pretend that doesn't exist. They're gonna add mystic gems, I'm telling you. There you go. Esmond's great at mispronouncing things. Yeah, he's also great at being bad at video games. My Elden Ring shield build. Dude, I wonder, like, I genuinely wonder what bigger content creator stole my shield build on Elden Ring and then spread it to the masses. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I don't really care. I just think it's funny that my build became the most viable. Yeah, the wall build, exactly. That was my build. Like, I came up with it. Not only did I know about the shield being like god tier at just blocking everything, I'm also the one who knew years ago that the Scarlet Rot Rapier was the best weapon in the game. Because it's the only weapon that can build up multiple status effects while also proccing like so many things at the same time. And then sure enough, you know, even Let Me Solo Her is using dual wields of both of them. And I'm just like, yeah, that's right. There you go, guys. Because it's the only weapon that deals Scarlet Rot, bleed, and then you can also augment it with like another thing. So I always used one with Frost, one with bleed, I think. That was the build that actually got me through Bale when I was fighting him, because he's the one boss where the shield build did not work. I'm not trying to flex or be like all egocentric or anything. I just thought it was really funny because like I've talked about this for like over and over again with Path of Exile. For me, I like to experiment and figure out builds that work for me, almost like a mechanic filling out their toolbox so that I have something for every situation. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because with Path of Exile, you won't believe the amount of backseat gaming around that game. So many people are always like, you even whisper, why aren't I dealing enough damage? And oh man, everyone just pounds down on you like, hey, you should do this, you should do this, you should watch this video, you should check out this other guy's video, you should check out this build. And it's like, no, if I don't understand these mechanics, then I will run into problems long term. Yeah, exactly, especially with all the PoE 1 fans. Like, oh my god, nerds. Like, bro, shut up. It's okay. It doesn't bother me anymore. It's gone beyond the point of frustration. More just like, yeah, that's cool, bruh. I'm just gonna play the game my own way. I don't care if I'm not playing super efficient. Yeah, no, you're fine, Magic. I think a lot of it also has to do with being older and more experienced. I could be wrong. It might have nothing to do with age. But it's like, for me, like when I played Elden Ring, like Elden Ring and further than that was Breath of the Wild. That was kind of the big moment where I've talked about this before, but my whole philosophy when it comes to like playing a new video game is to get the most out of it for myself. And, you know, there's an addiction to looking up things online and watching other people's videos and stuff. And yeah, you'll end up finding out like the best builds and you know, the best weapons and all that stuff really, really quickly. And maybe you would have never discovered those on your own. But if you do, it's so much more gratifying if you find it out yourself. Like when Breath of the Wild came out, I remember I distinctly decided I was going to do that as a recorded series rather than a live stream series because I didn't want anyone spoiling anything. And it brings me back to, I've talked about this story before as well, Morrowind back in the day. Because I used to be, that was when I was much younger, like 1,000 years younger. And basically, when Morrowind came out, like me, my brother, and my cousins, we all like specifically decided, okay, when we play this game, we're not going to look anything up. We're just going to enjoy it ourselves. And we played that game for years. Like, no joke. And then once we ended up finally discovering everything that we could for ourselves, then we were like, all right, let's break our rule and let's look stuff up. And then it brought new life to the game. And that's kind of like, it's very difficult to do that with a game like Path of Exile 2, because there is a lot of backseat gaming. And again, I don't really harbor any resentment towards the backseat gaming. I understand they're just excited. They're trying to help a brother out, But for me, it's like the experience is what's important, because video games are video games. They're meant to be an entertaining medium. It's the same as, whenever I'm playing Trove and people are always like, what class should I main? And it's like, main the class that you enjoy. And I really enjoyed, with Path of Exile, the developer, he was at an interview that I saw, and this idiot, asked him, what's the most viable class? Like, who do you think would be the best character to main? And Jonathan had the proper mentality and just said, bro, main the character you want. But that's kind of the big distinction between like a lot of the Path of Exile gamers, is they're always, oh, what's the most viable? And it's like, shut up, nerd. The other thing too is if you don't end up experimenting and like figuring out like what's viable in the first place, like you have to experiment. That's how you figure things out. I don't know. Anyways, rant over. At the end of the day, you're playing the game for yourself and not someone else. Yeah, exactly. Like, I never found being a meta slave fun. I think it's really boring. Because then, like, my buddy put it best, I think, where he said, it's like your friend giving you the keys to their car and saying, okay, you can use this, but it's still not your car. There's something so much more rewarding about like theorizing and coming up with like a build yourself. And I'll say it's really hard for me, for someone that never played Path of Exile 1. Coming up with builds that are actually like viable is really tricky. Especially because, let's be real, the end game in Path of Exile is completely different than the rest of the game. So it kind of forces you into building your character very, very differently than you have done up to that point. Which would be my biggest critique. I think that the maps, the end game in Path of Exile, is stupid because they copy and pasted it from Path of Exile 1, and it doesn't make sense in Path of Exile 2. At least in my opinion. But still a wonderful game. Still absolutely love it. Isn't PoE 2 coming to Switch at some point? No. Unless it's coming to Switch 2, probably. As a big nerd, I do like complex games where I can actually think of what I should do and how I want to do things. Then you would love Path of Exile. Yeah, I got a homie who, I mean, most of my homies in the Discord are like thousands of hours in PoE 1, and they're not having as much trouble as I am coming up with viable builds themselves. But that's because they've got like so much experience with like the game and, knowing the proper wording and terminology of everything. But for me, like, I find it to be really difficult. I'm getting there, but it's like, it's a very, very big learning curve. I think, it's probably going to take like hundreds of hours to slowly get to the hang of the game, because right now, like my first class was a witch, and that's basically the necromancer, summoner, tomb raiser of the game. And I put like maybe 100 hours into that class, and I think I have a pretty good understanding of it. I think that the class itself is kind of mid when it comes to end game, because you can only have like maybe a couple different viable builds. Otherwise, it's really weirdo stuff. But then I decided, okay, let's do the total polar opposite, and now I'm being warrior. And that way, I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds where I can see, okay, here's the extreme in one end, here's the extreme in another. And it's really opened up, like, I keep thinking about, like, oh, I could technically do this on my witch, you know? It's like all of these different things are kind of slowly unlocking in my brain. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing for me, is getting every class in the game to the end game is going to be like the biggest hurdle, because it takes like 20 hours or so to get to a point where you're comfortable enough with one of the classes you've never played in order to actually be like, oh, I get it now. Because right now it's almost like looking at the skill tree, but looking at a very small portion of it, and I'm slowly zooming out and able to analyze like the whole thing kind of thing. Yeah, Plu, actually, I would recommend my Path of Exile review I put up the other day. It goes into more detail with all of that stuff. Keep in mind, like, if you've played PoE 1, then you'll be right at home. For me, like, I didn't play PoE 1. I actually hated PoE 1. But yeah, the skill tree is massive. But it's still the skill tree for every class in the game all at once, so that's the big thing that I try to keep, like, reiterating to people that are also, like, new to the game, is it's not as intimidating as you think. Because, yeah, even for me, it was like, oh, God. And then it's like, oh, this is everyone's skill tree, and you all start in, like, this one specific spot depending on your class. So it's like, oh, okay, that's not as bad. It's still a really intimidating skill tree, but generally speaking, I've been able to get through the game with just recommended skills and whatnot. Ah! Hey, Vincent. Thanks for keeping the community alive. I'm glad to help in my own small little way. Hey, Lion. Boosting 4 of my ults to D14 cleaner status. Got them to D13. Gonna farm 1,000,000 gem dust and max stellar gems. Nice. So I can do a D14 brute force. Ah, yes. Gaming. Most of the nodes also aren't game-changing ones, they're just stats. Yeah, and then the fact that the skill tree, I didn't realize until, like, maybe, you know, I was a few hours into the game, that the skill tree actually has, like, little pictures representative of each of the different things that they build up. It is still insanely complicated, though. Like, I do, as much as I love PoE, I do wish that it was a little bit more in your face with, like, the things, certain things changed, you know? Like, it'll be like, oh, this boosts your evasion rating, and it's like, but I don't know what my base evasion rating is. Like, oh, this boosts your accuracy. What's my accuracy? It's a number. What? Like, for a game that really wants to, like, let nerds go crazy with their theory crafting, it doesn't give you, like, all of the info that it should. Hey, Viking. Have you heard of Hypixel Skyblock? Yep. People keep suggesting it. I tried it, I got bored, if I'm being honest. Maybe one day. Honestly, I'm just waiting for Hytale and maybe GTA 6. Gotta grind a stack of vaults tomorrow, so 20 more hours of grinding. Let's go. Go get it, Lion. I don't know how you don't sleep. I do think Diablo 4 is a joke compared to PoE 1 or PoE 2. Yesn't. I think people are giving Diablo 4 a little too much slack. There are things that it does better, namely the casualness of it. And the fact that it's more optimized, my screen isn't covered with effects, so I can actually tell what's going on. Because say what you will about Blizzard being a shell of what they formerly were, they still understand one of the most important things that no companies seem to get: the silhouette of enemies and the environment and your character and all that stuff is wildly important for immediate pattern recognition. That's why Overwatch was so good as a hero shooter, you know, before they ruined it. Because you would immediately know the threat of the character and whatever else. Versus a game like Marvel Rivals, all the characters look the same. And so I just get like wildly confused when I play that game because it's like, who's shooting me? What's going on? Huh? Why am I dead? PoE also has the thing where sometimes you die instantly. Yup. And that is the biggest critique that I would give to it, especially with the end game. I talked about all that in my review as well. Like, I think that the main acts are actually god tier in both terms of pacing and difficulty scaling. The end game feels very rushed to me. Also, hey Tasty. Happy holiday. I may have 3 rangers deep into end game. Kinda addicted. Oh, nice. Why 3 different rangers though? I guess you're doing 3 different types of builds. Yeah, I just got my warrior into maps last night, so I'll be streaming that today at some point. I'm still addicted to the game, despite my critiques. And most of my critiques are just around the end game, but again, that's also just because it's the biggest learning curve, because it doesn't really tell you anything. It's just like, hey, good luck, stupid. Hey Konai, used to play a long time ago, used to build clubs before a Geode update, then had to quit. I returned and want to donate Flex Gone to Dragons for a giveaway. I mean, sure, man, you can invite me, I'll join you at the trade post. It's been a while since I actually did a giveaway, so that'd be pretty neat. I don't know if I'll do that today, because I don't have like Nightbot set up anymore, if I'm being honest. But it'd be cool to start being able to give stuff away again. But yeah, just invite me to a trading post. I don't have D&D on or anything, so. But yeah, Viking, in regards to Skyblock, I don't know, like, I keep hearing that, oh, it's very grindy, so you'll like it. But then I also hear, like, contradicting from people saying, like, it's just grindy. I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys, I am so content right now with just Trove and PoE. I've still got, like, a couple other games that I'm still recording in the background. But as far as my grind, like, you know, I'm having a lot of fun with Trove and PoE. Okay, let me just go to the club world because we gotta reset this world anyways. I also gotta grab a hoodie. Freaking Canada. Oh. Actually a combination of being Canada, but also us being incredibly cheap and not turning the heat on. Okay, I'll turn the heat on. I just know because in comparison, whenever I go, like when I went to my parents for the holidays, it's so hot there. Okay, I should probably just destroy this, right? It's not like I need these hats anymore, and it is just a style, but I don't know. Skyblock never really clicked with me. Yeah, it didn't with me either. How do you get that mount? This, it's the Cosmic Dragon, so it's just at the Dragon Crafting Station, or whatever. I quit Trove a long time ago, and Skyblock was the only game that could become a main game for me. Got a couple thousand hours in it since then. Nice. But yeah, either it pulls you in or it doesn't. I mean, maybe one day, but if I'm being perfectly honest, like, I know that it's kind of become a meme at this point, but I am still genuinely just waiting on Hytale. I feel like that game is going to click with me a lot better than Minecraft ever could, because it being the Hypixel devs, they understand how to make things grindy, and Hytale actually looks like, oh, it's not in Java? You know what I would be more interested in? Apparently there's, what is it? On the Microsoft version of Minecraft, there's like those resource packs. You gotta pay for them, which is stupid. But usually it comes with like a confined adventure with like a bunch of integrated mods and stuff. It's basically paid mods, but they're usually really high quality. I never played any of them, but I just heard good things about some of them, and I thought, oh, that'd be kind of interesting. I don't see anybody covering these. It might be a nice excuse for me to have like shorter Minecraft series where I would just play through that like paid confined adventure, and then, you know, rather than, oh, I gotta go kill the Ender Dragon, or I gotta kill the modded Ender Dragon, you know. Yeah, Bedrock, that's it. But they've got like their paid versions. Like I know there was one that was literally GTA with like cars and stuff. Because the thing for me, I've talked about this before, but my main issue with Minecraft modding is that it's usually like modders for Minecraft usually just do like one little thing, and then a mod pack is just a bunch of little things that don't really go together, all combine into one pack. Versus what I would prefer is a full refined experience. And I think that Hypixel always did a good job with that, you know, with like their Hero Brian's Mansion and stuff like that, where it's just a small, short, confined adventure. Which is why I trust them with Hytale. But as far as I know, those adventures on the Microsoft, like the Bedrock version, I know that they're paid, but as far as I know, they're pretty good. Like there was a Mario one, and I think you have to like get all the way to Bowser's Castle and defeat Bowser or something. And I don't know. It's something that I definitely want to experiment with next year. Because I would love to have like more Minecraft on the channel, because Minecraft is just so innately fun to play. It's just, I'm a weirdo where I need to have like a goal. Otherwise, I just get so bored. The goal can be as simple as clear dungeons. But with Minecraft especially, I always just kill the Ender Dragon, and then it's like I start working on a storage system, and then I'm like, okay, why? I'm done. Why do I need a storage system? To build a base? Who cares? I don't know why. But I'll say Minecraft is great for that run. You know, the main campaign of Minecraft takes, you know, like 10, 20 hours. And it's a solid experience. But once the Ender Dragon's dead, I'm kind of done with the game. Hello, Gober. What is this? What's happening? My biggest issue is that there isn't really any specific goal or direction in Minecraft. Yeah. And I don't know why I have a really hard time like honing in on what I want to end up like focusing on. What's going on here, homie? I might need to get rid of some of my stuff. Oh, let me take a screenshot of that so that I can hopefully remember to shout you out. Thanks so much for that, dude. Yeah, I'll definitely give those away next stream. Hell yeah. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I will definitely do my best to remember to actually shout you out. Actually, you know what? I'll write it down right now. Yes, I still write things down, okay? I'm more of an analog person. Just makes more sense to my brain. I remember things better if I write them down versus putting them in a text document and then losing track of that text document. But that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I mean, Gonda's a lot cheaper right now anyway, so technically I could be buying Gondas and giving them away, but... Do a video about making flux. There already are videos about making flux, and I don't think those are irrelevant yet. As far as I know, those videos are still the thing to do. The only thing that might have affected it is the duping, obviously. What does tempered block element do? That's for the gear crafting. You need it for like the higher tiered gear crafting stuff. It's good that you got it. So. I love organizing my storage. I do too for Minecraft. It's just by the time I get to like automation, I'm usually already done with the game anyways, because there's no other goal. It's like, what am I going to do? Fight the Ender Dragon again? And again, like modded Minecraft is great, but it only ever goes so far for me before it's just like, okay, this is clearly modded. Like I've talked about this before, so I won't get into it too much, but there was a time where I played like the, what is it, roguelike dungeons, I think. And at first it's like, oh, this is so cool. I spent like 20 hours making this really powerful sword. And then meanwhile, my buddy goes into another dungeon and immediately gets like a random gear drop that's 10 times better than my sword because it's a separate mod that had much higher scaling than the mod I was using to get my gear. That's why I hate mod packs. They're an unbalanced mess. Because then it kills the excitement and kills the momentum. Just give me Minecraft dungeons, but like modded Minecraft, which there is a Minecraft Dungeons mod, but again, it's a mess. I did actually record it once upon a time. I forget if I put it as a members only or if I scrapped it, because it was just like, okay, I killed this thing really quickly and then I stole like the gear that was like, oh, now I'm all powerful. Okay, fun. What, Ben? What's this Matrang? What is? Oh, that's not English. Okay. I don't know what that is. Also, yeah, sorry, Komi. I keep seeing your, or Konai, your messages keep popping up, but I'm trying to keep up. I'm sorry. Also, hey, whereas? Get bored of Minecraft very fast, whether it's modded or not. Creative survival too. Yes, I have a lot of fun with like a new adventure in a new world. If anything, like the big thing that me and my homies have been talking about behind the scenes, because we keep getting that Minecraft craving, and I just keep saying no, hold off. We'll do a Valheim server. Because Valheim is another game very similar. It's kind of like a blend between Minecraft and Terraria with like the progression system. And I love Valheim, but I never beat it because the pacing always slows down so much when you're playing it solo. But if I do it as a like server with the homies, then I could possibly beat it. We're probably going to do that maybe in January during the dead months. We'll see. Let me see, Konai. You said you DM'd me? What's your username on Discord? Just because I have like a ton of messages, so I'll just make sure that I add you. I'm building a club right now for 125 mil. So I'll have golden eggs soon. Huh? I don't know what that means. But yeah, just let me know what your Discord name is so I can add you up. Ugh, disgusting. Play Diablo. Hi, Amir. I've moved on from Diablo for Path of Exile instead. Which I will be doing a Path of Exile stream today. I just wanted to chill here for a bit first. Oh, Alfu, if I'm not mistaken, the merchant in the hub that sells you the flasks, if you're talking about that, is literally just the merchant that leads you to the cash shop anyways. Unless you're talking about the one from the golden ships, in which case it only sells you certain emblems and stuff. I might be misunderstanding. Nice, Plu. You bought PoE too. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah. You're gonna have a lot of fun, trust me. That game's so good. There's a reason it was on my Game of the Year list, which, by the way, Trove fans, I saw that most of you didn't watch my Game of the Year video, but you'd be surprised, Trove is on my Game of the Year list. So, yeah, go watch that video after this stream. Or else. Oh, this dungeon's done. My bad. Oh, okay, Alfu. Yeah, you were talking about something else. My bad. Should I be doing Delves as a beginner? No. No. Delves is more so like mid to late game, especially because you'll get like a lot of XP out of it. You might, to be fair, you might want to do some lower tier delves because delves have basically replaced shadow towers. So you'll get a lot of time-gated resources out of doing your weekly delves run, like Titan Souls, Lunar Souls, all of that stuff, including Despoiled Divinity, and all of those things are very important late game, so. Yep, Path of Exile 2 is gonna go free to play, which is insane to me, considering how good that game is and how there's no pay to win. Like, actually boggles my mind. Like, what? How is this profitable? Yeah, later, Dans. Glad to help. Is Patreon worth it? I think so. I think so long as you're like just playing Trove, there's so much more benefits that it gives you long term that it's worthwhile. Like, I always just renew my Patreon yearly pass. Because there's no reason not to have it, so long as you're continually playing. Yeah, so here's the thing as well, Plu. Technically, you did get Path of Exile 2 for free, because the early access, you didn't technically pay for that. You actually got $30 worth of in-game currency. So it's an insane deal. If you were ever planning on spending money on PoE 2, then you may as well just buy early access because it's the same as just spending money to get currency. The only thing I'd say is be careful. Wait for a weekend sale on the stash tabs, which, by the way, Magic, are you on PoE right now? Do we have an hour stash tab sale? Because I really need an hour stash tab. But we didn't have a sale last weekend. Sorry, guys, we're talking about Path of Exile, not Trove. Trove doesn't have sales. They do, but they're not good. Oh, sorry. Wait, what, Croc? No, you can always add me, sure. Accept all friends. There you go. Yeah, I never block. I never limit people who can friend me in this game because I don't care. My friends list is so big that it's going to crash my game if I open it. I'm on and I don't have them on sale. Damn it! Why? I need more stash tabs, bro. I mean, I don't really need them that bad, but I just want them. Actually, I should save my currency for when they inevitably add a map tab, because my god, give me one. The only problem with Path of Exile right now is everyone's on holiday break, so there's a lot of bugs. Nothing like super game breaking or anything. But there's a lot of like issues right now with balancing and whatever that are like, oh, we're gonna have to wait till they come off holiday break to fix this. bro, Croc, I don't even know how to friend people. I haven't friended anyone in years. Just get them to add me. What amount of magic find do I need to trigger effectively? 5K and up, I think? I don't know. Also, yes, Lion, YouTube's auto mod is terrible. As we've seen with Summer's comment. That started controversy. Oh no, ooh. I'm joking, but really. Basically just think of what like a tool, like an actual like tool of a human being, like a CEO or whatever. What would they find offensive? Because that's why your message got blocked. It might have just been something that was just slightly insulting. Ah. Hey Luke, I play on PS4, want to swap to PC, transfer progress. That's a big nope. No way to transfer progress. No cross save, nothing. Path of Exile has cross save, cross play, cross everything. So yeah, for $30 you can get an experience that's way better than Trove. I'm half joking, but so help me, I will shill that game as much as I can. And don't worry, that game will go free to play next year, so yikes. Milk? Oh yeah, Milk probably got blocked from your message, Lion, because of the Blizzard milk thief. Remember all of that in the news? Oh, an actual elite, not in Snowman. Nice. Should I start playing on PC? Almost literally starting from zero. So I can't say for myself because I started on PC and I'll die on PC. PC Master Race. I think you will be very spoiled coming to PC because of the amount of mods and quality of life stuff that you get. I will say from the people I've heard that have migrated from console, they always say it's worth it in the long run. Not to bring up Path of Exile again, but to put it into perspective, I had a character on Path of Exile that I put maybe 50 or 80 hours. I think I was 70 hours into the game. And then I realized that the game actually logged me into the wrong account. And so I didn't have my cash shop currency. So I just started from the beginning again. Because I don't know if it's just maybe me being a weirdo, but as far as I'm concerned, I just think long-term, big picture, what's more worthwhile? Sure, there's going to be the pain of ripping the Band-Aid off right now and swapping to PC and starting all over again, but long-term, I don't think you're going to regret it. God, it's so, like, what is this? White woman jump scare? Like, God, I can't see anything. Please. It's so bright, dude. Stop! Just get in the spot. Please help. Also, look, Santa's on the roof. Kill him. Got him, guys. Well, sorry, I forget what your username on YouTube was, but in-game it was W Kona, the dude who gave me the Gondas. Did he ever mention what his Discord name was? Like, I want to add him, it's just I have like a DM from like tons of people. I don't know if he was still lurking. Why is there a Santa hat just chilling here? What? Snow Vader remnants. I didn't even know those were on the ground. Huh. Yeah, I didn't think that they messaged again, Magic. I know. Oh well, I guess he was heading out and... Oops. Because I don't see a message from someone recently. The last message I have as far as DMs on Discord is from like a day ago, so surely that's not him. He would have been here like right now. Trove is getting blocked in chat? Oh my god. Welcome to YouTube, mod. Oh, you're right. Maybe they said something in the Discord server rather than DMs. Yeah. Let me see. Nope. No messages. Also, guys, did you see the new Discord quest that nobody asked for? Please give me the option to permanently disable those. Rec Room? A VR game? Rec Room, unsarcastically, is genuinely so much fun. By the way. Oh, someone hearted me. That hasn't happened in a decade. Thank you, Irradiant. Appreciate you. There is an option to disable them permanently, to never show them again. Really? How? Because I have to click on it every time and hide it. And I hate those quests. Why is he inviting me? Croc, what's going on? Yeah, how do I do it? Ooh, woo. There we go. I'll just dance in front of him. Ugh. Dude, he ruined my magic find. I'm ignoring him now, Croc. He lured me into a trap. A redstone trap. That would be the only fun thing about doing like a Minecraft server, is pranking people. That last Minecraft series, the Ronin Craft, oh man, that was genuinely so fun. I think it overstayed its welcome a little bit, but I'm still so proud of my water bucket clutch when I was fighting the Ender Dragon with everybody. And nobody noticed, nobody cared. 360 no scope Santa on the roof. Got him. His excuse is he wants to play with you, but he's 200 level. No, I figured, like, that's fine. It's cool. Just tell him to get stronger. No, I'm just kidding. No, it doesn't bother me at all, Croc. That's why I wanted to join him, just to be like, hey, hello, and that's it. Otherwise, I'm doing this, so. Don't worry, he'll get there eventually. What's the best class for beginners? The Knight. Actually, unironically, the Knight would be a really good starter class, but it's really boring because all you do is left click. Candy Barb's really good. Boomeranger's probably the best in my opinion because it's the one class that is really, really good at the beginning, but also really good at the end. Honestly, play the class you enjoy, brother. Hey, Renzo. How you doing, man? Are you hyped for Ghost of Geode? Bro, don't even get me started. Next year, like, dude, this year was already like an absolute banger for like not even AAA games, like indie games. Like, look at my Game of the Year video. It's the majority of indie games. And so help me, they were bangers. Next year is the AAA, like, we have not had a lineup this strong in years. It finally feels like all the games that we're developing and messed up because of the COVID crap, they're finally all coming out. GTA 6, Monster Hunter Wilds, Assassin's Creed Japan, Ghost of Geode, new Nintendo console, Metroid Prime 4. Turok is back. What the hell? That game looks like garbage, but I have to play it because I'm the Turok guy. Once upon a time, you guys, I started this YouTube channel because I wanted an excuse to play Turok. But so help me, next year is absolutely goated. Not to mention whatever other secrets Nintendo's gonna launch. I'm expecting Prime 4 to be like their launch title for the Switch 2, which I'm a huge Metroid fan. So I'm so glad that those games are back. I think Dread actually won my Game of the Year in one of the couple years back. I could be mistaken. I'd have to rewatch that video. But Dread was so good. Like if I could afford it, the next tattoo I want on my right arm is something Metroid themed. Yeah, maybe we'll see Mario Kart 9, which, if I'm being honest, I don't know how they're going to top 8. 8 is perfect as far as a racing game is concerned. But if anyone can do it, it's Nintendo. Yeah, Elden Ring, Night Rain, exactly. Like there's so many other things that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. Kyora, I think, is next year as well. You know what? Hold on. Let me get my actual big boy list here for a second. Let me see. Okay. Where's the big ones? Hyper Light Breaker, Eternal Strands, which looks like a Zelda ripoff. Avowed, don't really care about that myself. Mandragora, that 2D Souls-like I played. Tons of indie games that I won't even mention. Crimson Desert. Maybe we'll get that new Untitled Ico Shadow of the Colossus game, but I doubt it. Lots of indie games on my list here. Oh, and Doom. Dude, how do we keep forgetting Doom? The new Pokemon game, Little Nightmares 3, maybe Reanimal. Like, bro, there's so much coming out. I'm not even going to look at this list because it's going to make me sad with the amount of money that I'm going to have to spend. Yeah, my next tattoo, if I get one, would be an arm tattoo. Because if I'm not, like, don't get a back tattoo. Because you don't get to enjoy it. I do not regret my back tattoo, but so help me. Right now, I just don't have the time and I don't have the money. Otherwise, I would probably continually keep getting tattoos, if I'm being honest. Yeah, the new Pokemon game will probably be a banger. I really liked, oh god, what was the most recent one called? I don't know. I played it with Bobby because it has co-op and it was so good. With the fast battle system. Where you didn't even have to do the turn-based crap. But yeah, there's so much coming out next year. It's insane. Violet. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet. That was the one. If you didn't play those ones, Magic, they were really good. They kind of had a lot of similar vibes to Arceus. But again, it had multiplayer. Like you could just join your friend's world and just play together. I remember doing raids with you guys on stream. And that game is too big brain for me. I didn't know Pokemon got that in depth. Like, oh my god. Some of those battles are like impossible for me. You have to have like a power score of like 9,000 or something. Ridiculous. Oh, Konai. Okay, so you did have to. You did leave. I was saying, what's your Discord username? Because I have like a lot of DMs from a lot of people, and I didn't see your username. At least not the same as your YouTube username. So just let me know what it is so I can approve. YXRI. Oh, okay. So that was you. I will accept the DM. There we go. Played Violet, just never did the DLC. Yeah, I didn't do the DLC as well. It ran so bad it pushed me away. Yes, it did run badly. You want to know why it ran badly? Because all these games, I swear, were designed for the new Switch. Because Nintendo confirmed that the new Switch is going to be actually backwards compatible, which suddenly was like, okay. I had a feeling. I knew it was going to be backwards compatible. That's why the games run like crap right now. Because it's all going to be like 60 frames on the new console, probably. Please God, Nintendo. I just want to be able to play Zelda and stuff at 60 frames. I don't care if the graphics look the same. Because that Switch hardware is... oh, please. Seek job and not YouTube. Is that what you're doing? That sounds like an Elden Ring message that I would see on the floor and upvote. YouTube is my job, bro. Shut up. I work harder than you. The irony is I do. But you want to know the best part about YouTube? It doesn't matter how hard I work. I don't get a raise. I don't get a pay increase. Like, in fact, it's actually a terrible job. Don't do it. My pay is the friends I made along the way. I would recommend Scarlet and Violet. I wouldn't recommend them now because we got the new Pokemon already coming, so just wait for that. But Scarlet and Violet were really, really good. I know that they came out all buggy as hell, but they're functional now. To be fair, my perspective is a bit warped because I skipped Pokemon games for years. So for me, the big thing with Scarlet and Violet was the fast battles where you would just tell your Pokemon, go attack this thing. And then it would just be like, okay, are your stats higher than this Pokemon? If so, it gets one shot. So it was really, really convenient for like grinding XP and such. Hey, Gina. Yeah, I accepted your message, Konai. Like, I saw the DM. I'd like to play games for a living. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? The main thing, okay. I don't want to get into all the nitty gritty of it all, but there's more than just playing video games for a living, you know? Like there is the dark side of YouTube, which is why so many people bring up videos talking about mental health and this, that, and the other thing. I've talked about it extensively, so I don't want to bore you guys with all the details because my videos are always about just positive vibes and having fun. But if there's one thing that I would say, without getting into it too much, is that I am severely underpaid for the amount of work and effort that I put into not only my videos, but just my content in general. And that's a lot of that's just got to do with YouTube itself, because there's a point, like the worst aspect of YouTube is trying your best to not let the numbers be what you're about. But the entire platform is centralized around numbers. And so I still remember years back when, you know, I was getting paid a lot more than I am now. And, you know, your pay is directly tied to views and whatever. So you basically start, like, I can totally understand YouTubers feeling burnt out because there's a point where you start getting these high numbers and that high numbers is directly tied to your paycheck. So suddenly you start chasing those numbers, but it's crushing to creativity, you know? And then next thing you know, you're trying to follow trends and there's other people that are doing it better than you. And it's just, it's a downward spiral that I completely unsubscribed from a couple years ago. And the channel isn't doing as well for it, but I myself am so much happier as a person with the content that I'm producing. And the main question that I asked myself was, in the off chance that the algorithm picks me up and one day I become like a big time YouTuber or just, you know, whatever, steady living, whatever. I'm content enough with just making a steady living. I still wish I was getting paid more right now because so help me, it's, you know, I got bills to pay. But I started to think long and hard about like, do I want to get popular for being unauthentic to myself and chasing these trends? Or do I want to end up staying true to myself, and that's where I end up getting popular, even if I don't get as popular as I would if I was chasing trends, kind of thing, you know? Sorry, I don't mean to ramble about it too much, but I'm just saying, like, I think it's more important to stay true to yourself, and that's the best part about this platform to me, is that I was able to kind of make that gradual change from my persona, you know, hey guys, I'm yelling all the time kind of thing, into just being more chill and more myself. And now we're just chilling, playing games, whatever. And yeah, I mean, I'm making a decent enough living. Can't complain, but I still would, because I still would always want more money. But that's not why I'm doing it, you know? I'm just fortunate enough that my wife is kind of the breadwinner of the house. And I think long-term, like, I think the best part of it is that this is basically a hobby that I'm getting paid for, and I'm self-employed, which it kind of is difficult to manage because I'm a workaholic. I think that a lot of people don't seem to realize, like, how bad YouTube can be, or how bad being self-employed can be if you're a workaholic, because I don't stop. I've gotten better at it over the years, at mitigating my time and keeping my stress levels down and all that stuff. Like, I'm doing good. I'm not trying to bring any of this up for the sake of negativity or having this certain narration. I'm just trying to kind of paint the picture to those of you that might not understand the ins and outs of what goes on behind the scenes with YouTube. Because the biggest problem that I always face is, you know, people still try to hate on the channel every now and then, or be like, oh, how do you have this many subscribers and you don't have any views? And the argument that I would always make, I don't even bother talking to those people anymore. I just mute them, because it's like, oh, well, you're small brain, you don't get it. But as far as this platform is concerned, I mean, there's other channels that are way worse as far as their ratio is concerned. Like PewDiePie has like how many subscribers? Over 110 mil or something. And his videos only make like a few million views. A few, right? I'm not trying to down him or anything. I'm just saying, like, as far as subscriber count to viewer count is not the same anymore. That's leftover residue from a better time with YouTube, when it would actually give people notifications and stuff. Because otherwise this whole platform right now is placated more towards keeping the viewer engaged on this platform rather than having the individual creator grow on the platform, which I feel is the most ironic crap ever, because aren't creators the reason this platform is what it is? YouTube? Like, but the irony of the entire, you know, my job being a creator, a content creator, is that YouTube is actually where creation goes to die, you know? Because being creative and actually being able to get views out of it, those are two completely different things. But anyways, excuse my ramblings. What, Panda? Would you ever sell your Trove account? No, why the hell would I sell my Trove account? Are you buying? $100,000. Then I could start again, and then everyone would actually be happier, because people would want to watch me at the beginning of the game anyway. Sorry, I'm skimming through the YouTube comments here. Personal experiences, make something with little effort as possible and it'll blow up. I mean, if you know how to trick the algorithm, yeah. That's the funny thing, is the videos that I put the most effort into do seem to perform the worst. Not, you know, I don't care. I find it gratifying. Like my Game of the Year video didn't do very well, but those videos never do very well. And I don't care, because I had fun making it. People who only shout in videos. To be fair, I understand that that content is aimed towards kids, but the thing that I find confusing about it is, doesn't that mean that it technically belongs under YouTube Kids? That's what my understanding was when they started introducing the whole YouTube Kids thing. But no, everyone just got wise to it. And now on this platform, like you still can barely swear. And it's like, why not? We have the YouTube Kids side of things. Oh, because advertisers don't like the swear words. Okay. I will say, side note, Adobe 2024 lets you auto transcribe. It's helped me so much with editing because I can literally just type in the F word and then I can be like, oh, there it is, and just cut it out of the video like super easily. Also, Luke, we did mention earlier about starting with Boomeranger if you want a really good starting class. Cheap viewers on... Shut up, Twitch bot. Yeah, anyways, I'm kind of skimming through the comments here, but I'll just say thanks, guys, for the positivity and support and stuff like that. I'm not like fishing for compliments or anything, and I most certainly wasn't trying to be like, oh, woe is me or anything like that. It was just kind of an observational thing that I've learned over the years, because as much as like people tried to discredit me like with the amount of views that I make or whatever, I've still been doing YouTube like more than I've been doing Trove, like longer than 10 years. So I kind of have a pretty good understanding of this whole thing, you know? The problem is I'm so like punk rock anti-corporate, and the entirety of YouTube is very, you know, be the same as everyone else. So maybe my channel would be doing a lot better if I was, you know, an idiot. I'm stupid in my own way, but who isn't? Everyone's a moron. No, I know, unironically, everyone always wants me to like start a new account on Trove, but I just don't really have any interest in it. Because I feel like I can only dedicate enough time to like one specific account. And the problem that happened when I did start my new account with Trove years ago was I was also trying to manage playing on multiple platforms, Xbox and PlayStation, which I since have stopped doing. But if I'm being perfectly honest, the most I'll do outside of live streams for Trove, help me, is I'll just log in and do my dailies. So my point being is, if I started a new account, like, you have no idea how slow progress would be. Like, I still remember, oh man, I still remember the good old days of YouTube when you could just like record a 20-minute video and upload it, and you technically didn't even do anything in that video, but people would still watch it. Like, back in the day when you would record a playthrough, you didn't have to make it an hour long and you didn't have to speed run through the game as fast as possible. Like, oh man, I miss those days. Because otherwise, like now, I don't even know how I would try to approach a new playthrough, because I feel like I would have to constantly have some sort of a goal in each of the videos to make it like entertaining. Because otherwise, it would just be like, oh, here we go, guys. I got half a level today. It wasn't even about, you could basically just upload a VOD. It wasn't the same as uploading a VOD. It would be like basically you would hit record and you would record for like maybe an hour or two. But then in editing, you would split that into like 20-minute videos. And then you would have your whole week done. But that was back when the good old days of YouTube, where, you know, there wasn't as many content creators and the whole platform itself was, you know, more about exposure for the content creators and stuff like that. Because nowadays it's so like everyone's so ADD and glued to their devices and stuff. It's like you have to be like at the top of your game or like at the end of the game. Like if you're playing like a linear single player experience, you basically have to speed run the game as quick as possible for views. But it's gotten so bad that people like me in most cases can't even keep up, because game journalists have an unfair advantage where they get to record the entire game a week prior to its release. And so what they'll do is they'll just release the entire series or the end result, like the final boss, day one, you know? And the funny thing is people get really pissed at those channels because it's basically a huge spoiler, but they still get the views. The thing is, YouTube has changed so much now that I don't even know how I would approach it. Like, the Ubisoft creator program, unironically, is actually really, really good. Like, I got to play that Star Wars game like a week before it released, which is why what I did was instead of just having like these 1 hour long, here's a video, here's a video, here's a video, I think I put like the entire playthrough up as like a singular video that was like 3 or 4 hours long or something. But, you know, obviously it's not going to perform well anyways because nobody is searching my channel for Star Wars game, etc. But still, that was like 15 hours worth of footage that I cut down. You know, like, it's a lot of work. And I just think back to like, man, I miss when I didn't have to put this much effort in. But now it's almost like the double-sided, the double side of that coin right now is, oh, well, maybe that one video underperforms, but the way that YouTube works is at least it was just one video that underperformed. Because if I, for example, would have multiple videos in the whole, like, just using Star Wars as an example, if I had multiple videos in that whole series and all of those videos are underperforming, now suddenly the YouTube algorithm goes, people don't want to watch this, and it starts recommending both those videos less and my channel less. So it's become more cost effective to just have like one long video that performs really badly and just goes through the entire game than it is to have a whole playthrough that underperforms. Even though the irony, you know, not to nerd it up, is that if I had multiple videos, overall, those videos would accumulate more views than the one video that underperforms. Not to get into all the nerd stuff with YouTube, but it's just, I'll just say I hate this platform right now. Like, I hate where it's at. It really stifles creativity, and that's the biggest thing that I hate about it. Is there's just such a rat race to constantly, you know, not be able to take any time to think about it and to come up with like fun, goofy ideas. Like, when I remember I used to make like these skit videos back in the day where I'd be like talking to myself and, you know, kind of write down like this funny little script of, well, what I would thought was funny. But now it's like, I think, man, I wish I could do those types of videos, but they just take so much time to process. It's not that they're like a difficult video to make, but they have to like sit there and cook for a while, you know? But with the way that YouTube is, it's like, no, go, 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 otherwise you're irrelevant. You know, it's the same reason why I have to like constantly put out Trove videos every day, because, oh, if I miss a day, you know? Again, I'm not trying to complain. I'm not trying to, you know, whine or be like, meh. I'm just trying to, you know, let you guys in on the behind the scenes. Like, this is the aspect of YouTube that you don't see that I really hate. Because otherwise, I'm fine. I'm happy. And I do enjoy doing those larger edit projects where I take like 15 hours and cut it down to 4 or whatever. Like, the main thing is, for me, it's something that I don't have that much experience with. So I'm getting better at it. And I think long term it'll end up being, you know, really good. But I think a channel like Donkey, like he's got it perfect, because he doesn't even play those games more than like an hour or two, and he's already got enough footage to make like a funny video and just yeet. That's it. He's done. And then with him, it's like he doesn't even bother doing a playthrough. He just does a one-off funny video of one game, and then he just moves on, whether or not he keeps playing the game himself or not. Which maybe long-term would end up being the goal. But I kind of appreciate, like, I'm making the videos that I would like to watch. Like a playthrough that cuts out all the boring stuff. Anyways. Always enjoyed your pro videos. You try to get what? Try to get a roleplay server? Roleplay server? I don't roleplay. I appreciate the compliment towards my Trove videos. Thank you. But there's Trove roleplay servers? Hey Hellbones, how you liking PoE 2? Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it today. I'm gonna play it after I'm done with this stream, which we'll wrap up soon because we're getting to the 2-hour mark. I'll take my 9 to 5, thank you. That's the thing, like, there was a point, like, I'm always straddling the line of, do I just go and do like a 9 to 5 job? Because then at least I would be getting paid consistently, and, you know, I would slowly, like, if I was working a 9 to 5 job for 10 years, I would, you know, get promotions, get pay raise, whatever. But my wife put it best when she said, would you rather be doing a 9 to 5 job where you're miserable, but you're making money, or would you rather be doing what you love and making less money? So that's a no-brainer. And that's why, like, I'm just trying to kind of let you guys know this is all the stuff that's going on. This is all the behind the scenes of the rat race that people don't talk about when it comes to not only YouTube, but just being self-employed as a whole. But the amount of reward that I get from doing this for a living is something that is also unmatched. Because I myself, like, beyond just the idea of, oh, I want to play video games for a living. For me, it was just, I wanted to have a career in video games in any facet. Because I love video games. Like, growing up, you know, I had all the gaming magazines and everything. Like, I'm just obsessed. Like, I love video games. I love looking at, like, the ins and outs of interviews and game development and all that stuff, which arguably is something that has gone a little bit to the wayside, with game journalists literally just being chat GPT now. But that's the problem, is because gaming has just become so successful, I guess. It means that a lot more, like, casual people that don't have passion are just getting into it as, like, a career choice, and that's that, you know? But anyway, I got burnt out on PoE already. Really? I mean, you know what? I'm not surprised. Lots of my homies, I think they're still playing the game because they're addicted, but they don't realize that they're getting burnt out. For me, the reason why PoE is still fun is because I'm just taking it at my own pace. And if I'm being honest, I got really, really bored with maps, and in particular playing my witch. And then I started a new character on Warrior, and it was like, oh man, I'm addicted to this game again. I'm hoping Warrior is better in maps than my witch was, so that I could actually get to, like, kind of the midpoint of the end game. But if I start getting bored, guess what I'll do? Start a new character. Because I think that the acts, like the main progress of the game, is so fine-tuned and streamlined. I think that's where Path of Exile is, like, untouchable, like going through the acts. As soon as you get to maps, it's like, oh, this is all the same issues PoE 1 had. You know, just based off of my experience of listening to other people playing PoE 1. Like, oh, I got one shot by a monster's pee, you know. Stuff like that. Gamers Rise Up. What's the name of the mod that tracks the bosses? Definitive Boss Radar mod. If you want all the mods that I'm using, I do have a video that you could watch if you want that names a lot of the mods that I use. However, I have steadily been adding mods to my list, and I've added those to my Discord. So in my Discord, I have like a Trove mods channel that highlights all the mods that I'm using, and I can update that easier than I can making new videos constantly. My PC goes whenever I play PoE 2. Yeah, I actually hear my GPU fan light up when I get to the maps, which I hate. That's what happened to me, and that's why I made a monk. I got to my first T15 map on him at level 80, and it's still not boring to me because blasting on him is fun. Yeah, that's the thing too, is I wonder whether or not it's about finding the class that clicks. More so than finding the class that clicks. I just think that Witch sucks. It suffers from all the same problems that the Necromancers suffer from in any end game. Last Epoch was actually a really good one though. Hey Bobby. Will we see a return of the vlog gym content? Yeah, I am slowly working on another like end of year gym video, hopefully. Because I've kind of completely changed the way that I do my workouts. Right now, I would say I'm more in maintenance mode. Like my workouts are only like maybe 15 to 20 minutes each day, but I've been working out every day. And basically, I'm just slowly fine-tuning all my exercises now. I'm almost always sore the next day though, so at least I still am having some muscle stimulus and growth. But I think right now, like the biggest thing that changed for me over the years is I did gain weight because I'm not lifting heavy weights as much. Now it's more slow and controlled. My shoulders got so much more definition this year though. Yeah, and our gym did actually get a squat rack. So I actually finally did like a heavier squat yesterday, and I'm feeling it in my legs today. But I gotta be really careful with the squatting because I have really bad knees. So I gotta really manage it properly and try to figure out like a way that I can do it without overdoing it. Because otherwise, like, yeah. In any case, I'll try my best to have a video that ends up highlighting and talking about all of that stuff. Soon TM. Whoops. There's not necessarily like any planned time or anything. Because it's something very slow paced to make because I have to obviously like record me doing individual workouts and so on. But sometimes there will be people there and it's like I don't feel like recording it or whatever. But that's why it's going to end up taking a little bit. The Dev Dream. What? What are these? Oh, Dev Allies. Oh, there was a little ninja guy. That was kind of cute. God, my inventory is so full. What can I dump? Oh, I got like a bunch of books and crap I can sell. I'll try to keep this Gonda in my inventory because otherwise I'm going to forget about it. I'll try to give those away next stream or something. Being continuously sore means you aren't taking enough protein. No, that's not what I'm talking about, Gina. I'm talking about the workout itself. I don't feel continuously sore all the time, like in one specific area. It's, anyways. Trust me, I'm taking in plenty of protein. I'm saying like if I end up, like what I'm doing for my chest workouts right now, for example, I will usually feel it like a day or two later. It's like, oh man, my chest is really like actual muscle growth. Point being is usually I was just going through the motions and just doing like, oh, here's a barbell bench, whatever, you know, doesn't really do that much. Like I'm really, really satisfied with what my workouts are right now. There's a couple that I want to fine tune. Namely, I need to try and figure out something that I can do with my legs that's better than the squat because of my really bad knees. And then otherwise, shoulders are getting to the point where I need to try and find something a little more refining. And then otherwise, because we have the squat rack now, I've been doing like the super crazy chin-ups where you like lift up and super slow down. to a complete full stretch. And that's been a lot of fun. But I don't think that it works with like, I know there's something mechanically like on this side of my body that like cracks every time. So it's just little things like that. You know, everybody's different. But anyways, excuse the ramblings. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to go and record that Steam review, whatever game or whatever. And then I guess we'll start streaming some PoE. Last comment here. Did you ever consider getting a chest tattoo? Possibly in the future. I don't know when or what I would, but